Welcome into the only place you want to be on Friday night. Delmarva Sports Insider along Sports Director Trayvon Miles, and Sports Anchor Jeff Harris. I'm Julian Tedor. That's
right. Welcome to DSI. It's the only live and local full in-studio show running down all sports here on Delmarva.
That's right. Plenty to get to. Spring sports right about the midway-ish point of the year so far.
Absolutely.
That's right. It's a jam-packed show tonight, and as you mentioned, spring sports kind of in full swing. But let's start things out with what was an absolute thriller on the lacrosse field.
That's exactly right. A rematch of last year's Bayside title game tonight in Stevensville, and it could be another rematch in store. Bennett, the defending conference champs, visiting Kent Island. Clippers' Luke Nestor not wasting any time to get his hat trick. 3 quick goals in the first half, showing off the versatility from all different parts of the field. That guy is pretty good. Now, Kent Island would have an answer. Ricky Tubman, what a name. Tubbs bringing up 2 goals of his own. 2 rockets, and check this one out. Make sure you check out the celebration on this one as well to tie things back up now. Before halftime, Dawson Stitcher finding a wide open Harrison Smith on the far side. Bucks up 6-5 headed into the break.
All right, so second half, the other Nestor brother why not family affair. Look at this, behind the back, no look. Ooh. Had to slow it down for you at home. Bennett ties things back up. Then the sophomore Alex Sewell going to put JMB back in the driver's seat. Running right, nasty. Firing across his body. You're right, that is
and
nasty.
One.
Takes the hit. Bennett, they take the lead, and they don't look back. 12-10 over their Bayside North foe.
It was going to be a close game throughout, and we just had to play Bennett lacrosse. It just keeps us going, improving, and we still have a lot of things to work on, and we just can't settle.
It's just a matter of doing the things, controlling the things that we can control, effort and attitude, The last couple of weeks we've been playing up and down. So I think the kids this week focused on controlling those things.
Well, first thing I got to say is there's no better hair than hair for lacrosse players.
Mullet.
The flow is unreal.
Exactly.
But another great matchup between these two teams. But it seems as of late, Bennett has had their number.
Yeah, exactly right. Great job by Bennett. That's now 2 wins in a row for Bennett over KI, dating back to last year's conference championship after losing the conference title the year before. So maybe we are seeing right before our very eyes a changing of the guard on the Bayside lacrosse scene.
Yeah, and I think going alongside that, a lot of people have Bennett marked on their schedules and I guess their power rankings, if you say, as the top team in the Bayside this year because of the Nestor brothers, because of Alex Sewell, because of the talent that they're bringing back
and because
on
Coach
the field
Milt,
this
right?
year. Exactly, Coach Milt. Can't forget about him as well, and the hair.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, this is a team that can make a state title run, and we keep seeing it week after week. We expect them maybe to slip and say, okay, you're going to have a bad game, but it doesn't happen.
No.
And they just keep bouncing back. So Bennett boys, definitely a team to look out for come the state playoff run. And now I know we have more lacrosse to get to, so let's send it over to the wall to Jonah.
We'll move on over to the girls down in the southern part of the conference. Queen Anne's visiting Stephen Decatur. First half, Kylie Tulowitzki caps a 3-0 run to open up the game for the Lions. The Seahawks would quickly have the answer. Alyssa Romano stopping the bleeding on the fast break until Bella Rolopao got the ball in her stick. Hat trick in the first half, a rocket. Look at that as the Lions go up 7-3 at halftime. Second half, Rolopao gets the 4th of the night. The lefty puts QA up 8-3. You could see her name later on as a Player of the Week nominee. Decatur one last run in them. Britt Leonard, she makes it 8-5, and then almost the same play. Leonard at the crease again, but just not enough time left. Abby Simonetti shuts the door, and Queen Anne's gets the road win over Decatur 8-6. So over to the Diamond, Cambridge hosting Bayside powerhouse Colonel Richardson. The Colonel's Ty Scott doing some work early on the mound. Strikeout in the 3rd inning, and then Scott once again getting the batter. CR with a 9-1 lead in the top half of the 4th and still piling it on. Remy Mangum, he's going to drop a single in the left field. Tyler Stanley, the speedy guy, he's going to come in to score as the Colonels extend their lead to 10-1, looking to close that door. Later in the inning, Nathan Brown, a dribbler to second base. Cambridge makes the play at first, but Mangum, he's able to score on the grounder, so he comes in the 5th. Scott, he trots back out to the mound and finishes things off. Colonel tops CSD 13-1 in 5 innings. And over to Worcester County, Snow Hill, the defending Bayside champs, hosting Decatur. Slow start for the Bats in this one, but in the third, Austin Hicks gets the bunt to fall, the throw over first base, so in comes Scott Campbell to score. In the fourth, the Seahawks would have the answer. Jack Rosenberg knocks one to the wall. That scores Brett Berquist. And then the next inning, the Eagles looking to take back that lead. Clayton Gaskell gets the ball to fall in the gap. Charles Towson comes home easily from third. The Seahawks not going down without a fight. Austin Snellsire knocks a dribbler into left, so that brings in the equalizer. Game tied in the bottom of the seventh. That's not the way you want to go to extras. Picked off at first, so in the bottom of the eighth, bases loaded. Charles Townsend hit by a pitch. The second time we've seen a walk-off hit by the pitch here on Delmarva in the last week. So Snow Hill, they get the win, 3-2 in 8 innings.
Well, I was gonna bunt, and then I saw it coming inside, so I pulled back and let it hit me. Sacrifice for the team and win the game. Just a lot of confidence to know we can beat the better teams and just to finish out the season strong.
How many times do you see a walk-off hit by pitch? All right, instant classic from earlier this week. Easton, Kent County, both teams looking to get back over 500. Trojans, Noah Eisman gets the ball to deep right center. That plates the first run. Easton would battle back and even take the lead late in the fifth. A wild pitch brings in Alexander Stretcher to get the go-ahead run. Transition to the sixth, and Walters comes through, bases juiced, knocks one to the outfield to clear them all. So bottom 9, game tied at 13. Look how dark this is. Easton with the bases loaded, and Nick Christopher single down the third base line. That's how you walk it off. These kids wanted to go home and play some Fortnite. The Warriors, 14-13 over Kent County. We'll send it back over to the desk.
Oof, man, so first of all, a lot of good action there. A nice mix of spring sports. I mean, I love that we got free baseball there, you know, with that game. I don't like to see end on a hit by pitch.
No.
But still a lot of close games, and that's what you like.
Yeah, you got to admire the fight and love the fight that we see out of the Snow Hill team, of course. Yeah. No one gave them a chance, ourselves included. I'll say myself included, definitely.
Thought they were going to drop off, yeah.
Bayside championship game last year, and they just continue to get it done. I didn't think that they would beat Stephen Decatur, but they did, and they just keep getting things done.
And I mean, I don't really think we need to even waste breaths on Colonel Richardson at this point. But I mean, just continue to get the job done. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, 9-1 through 2 innings, and then 11-1 through 3, and then finished it off finally when they were allowed to finish this game, 13-1. So Colonel, of course, showing up and showing off against CSD.
Absolutely. We cannot wait to see more playoff action. That is going to do it for all sports here in Maryland this week. When we return, a girls soccer thriller in Lewis. One undefeated season may be coming to an end. I'll stop. We'll review when Delmarva Sports Insider returns.
Hey, my name is Milton Rodriguez. I'm the James Limited Boys Lacrosse coach, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.